Hi, it's Dr. Bruce Rippee with the Strategic Advisor Board, bringing you all things health and wellness. Remember, you can get to me at drbruce@brentmed.com, DRBRUCE at BRINTMED.com. That's actually my professional email, and I would be happy to answer all these questions. So I had one recently, and they said, well, listen, I've heard that chiropractors can help with tinnitus, and I'm suffering from it. All right, so some level of ring in your ears past the age of 50 is actually more normal. In fact, it would be uncommon for you to not have it, but it should be only certain times of day. It sometimes has to do with what your diet is and so on and so forth. But there are times where it's like I'm getting a constant ring, especially during allergy season and things like that. Is there anything you can do for me? Number one, I'm going to tell you, go see a chiropractor. That is absolutely vital. It will do more for you than you think it will. They change neurology. I mean, that's really what they do. It's not just a pain relief. They're not just doing that. They do that very well. But when they're stimulating the cranial nerves by stimulating the dorsal root ganglia, it goes through the spinal thalamic tract and it takes the HPA axis into account. You actually have a global physiological change, and that is very effective for tinnitus, migraines, headaches, anything that has to do with up here, okay? So there is a technique, though, Dr. Jay Stridham figured out a long time ago, brilliant doctor, and he figured out that the occiput, which if you took your hands and you put them on the back of your head and you basically put them at this level, you can feel, oh, that's where my skull kind of ends, right? That's the top of my neck. There's this great external occipital protuberance, we call it EOP, and you feel it in the back of your head there. But if you get on either side of that big bump on the back of your skull, right at the base of your skull, you overlap your fingers like this and you click them like this, and you're actually letting them whack the back of your head right at the occiput. You want to do that 20 times, not hard. You're not trying to injure yourself here. You're just going bang, bang, bang. You'll actually send an impulse to that auditory nerve, and you can diminish tinnitus, remarkably diminish tinnitus. Sometimes people don't notice it for the first few days. Sometimes they notice it immediately, 3-4 sessions. You can do it 3 or 4 times a day. Please don't do this hard. I've had people just whack the back of their head trying to get it to stop. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't require that. It just requires a thump, thump. And I literally wrap my fingers and I go like this. Now, I don't do it to patients because I don't believe in hitting someone in the back of the head to try to help them, even though it would be very gentle. But we do adjust all of that area up in here, and we've had remarkable chances. So remarkable things happen. So I think that's really important. There are also some substances that you can take that are supposed to be useful. You've probably seen benfotiamine out there. Maybe it does help in certain cases. Because it's only around 40% of the time, I don't like to, endorse something like that. In our case, though, it's closer to 85% of the time, very much worth your time. Fingers go on the bottom of your skull and you snap like that. May seem silly, but when you've tried it a bunch of times, I'm pretty sure you're going to like it. So let's do that together, see how it goes, and let me know in the comments below if there's anything more I can do for you. I would love to hear your results. Make sure that you go, okay, at the moment, I'm having a 6 out of 10 tinnitus. And then do that 20 times, give it a break, do it 20 more times, and then tell me, did it change? Did it go to a 4 or 3, right? Did it not change at all? Sometimes it takes about the 6th or 7th day of doing this 3 times a day, but it actually works. So I'd love to see you do it. All right, I will see you next time on the Strategic Advisor Board. In the meantime, be an example of what's